You know, I kind of hate even saying this dude's name because he's one of those names that's kind of like Manny and Floyd. If you're not saying nothing positive about him, you automatically hate. And truth be told, I'm not hating on the dude. I actually like the dude. I love watching the guy fight. He is extremely skilled in the ring, man. He's almost Mayweather like as far as skill, especially in the lower weight divisions. Like in those divisions, you're expecting action fights, fast paced fights, but the way he controls the pace of the fight is just brilliant. He makes you fight at his speed, he makes you fight his fight. And that's something very rare that you see in those weight divisions. The only problem is to your casual boxing fans, people that may watch a fight here and there, he's not exciting. And I'm not speaking on behalf of me. I'm just speaking on what the general public outside of the boxing community would see is he's not exciting fighting. I mean, just look at the viewership. Look at look at the ratings this dude is getting, man. I mean, he's just not an exciting fighter for a lot of people to watch, man. And that's the only knock on him, in my opinion. Other than that, I love watching the guy, man. I think he's going. And 7-8 said it not too long ago. He's not in his prime. I mean, we may luckily get to see him 3-4 more years, man. But what he could have been if he would have defected from Cuba earlier, man, this dude could have been a monster, man. His career could have been something of legend, if you ask me. But unfortunately, we got him at the end of his career. Really, I mean, he only has like umpteen fights, but we still got him late, man. That being said, we seen Demetrius Andre finally get a title shot. I've been watching him for a while on ESPN. There's a lot of promise that he's still a young fighter. Vanez can't win, can he? Monterosian just can't win. Um, Timothy Bradley, he's finally starting to get the respect that he deserves. I mean, you look at the list of names that he's fought, from your Witters to your Holtz, you know, to your Alexanders, your Marquez's, your Pacquiao's. This dude has fought the who's who, and he's finally getting the credit that he deserves, man. But with that being said, he's on the top rank. Bob Abrams like whatever to the kid, man. It's real unfair. It's very unfair. I think his contract is up at 2015, and he'll be able to leave. So expect him to sign with Golden Boy at the end of 2014, sometime or another. Robert Garcia. Let's talk about Robert Garcia, man. I know a lot of y'all just watched this Madonna fight with Broner, and if you didn't notice the improvements in Madonna's footwork, the way he set up a couple of shots, he actually used his jab to get inside. If you didn't see that, then I don't know what fight you were watching, man. Shout out to Robert Garcia, man. He really improved Madonna, man. Drastically. Drastically. The improvements I've seen in Madonna under Robert Garcia is something that I didn't think Madonna was capable of doing, because usually when a fighter is a certain way, trainer can change so much, but it's almost a 180-degree turnaround that Madonna has made under Robert Garcia. Adrien Broner. Adrien Broner. Adrien Broner has to be one of the dumbest people in sports, man. I said it myself not too long ago, man. All the shit that he was doing, all the showboating, all the just dumb shit going around, putting yourself on blast. I'm not even getting to this like gay shit he did with the fucking prostitutes and all that shit, just making an ass out of himself and stuff like that. Floyd Mayweather allotted this dude a position to where he can be sort of his apprentice. He can learn from Floyd. When you get a lot of a position like that, you shut the fuck up and you listen. You soak in the knowledge this man is giving you, and you try to implement it. He was already putting himself in that elite category, which we all felt well, the majority of us felt he didn't belong because we've seen the flaws with him. So the fact that he lost shouldn't be a surprise to anybody for the simple fact of the matter, you've seen the flaws in him already. Madonna just exploited him. But Broner had an opportunity, and he still does. He has an opportunity to sit back, learn, choose the right fights. I mean, granted, I felt that Golden Boy pushed him 147 way too early. I think he should have fought at 135 until his body told him, you can't make the weight no more. Let's go up to 140. And I still think that his next fight is probably going to be 140. If he still can make 135, then it's probably going to be there. But I I think they pushed him too early. I think his mouth just wrote a check that his ass couldn't cash in the long run, and he's realizing it. Will it humble him? As much as people want to think that it's going to humble him, this loss, this ass whooping he just got is going to humble him. I really don't think so. I think he's going to come back just as brash and arrogant as ever, and he's not going to live up to the potential that he possibly could. The rise of Keith Thurman has been something to behold. Keith Thurman is really, putting his name out there. I expect big things out of him next year. Um, I'm not in I'm not in love with everything I see with him though. I'm not just completely sold on everything I see with him, but I I'm not in love with everything I see out of just about any fighter, to be honest with you. Whether it be Bradley, whether it be Thurman, which that's a fight in 2015 I expect to see. Because, like I said, right now it's not going to happen because Bradley's with Top Rank. Thurman's a Golden Boy guy. I see that fight happening sometime in the beginning of 2015 when Bradley finally comes over. The winner of that fight will probably be one of Floyd, if not Floyd's last fight under his new contract with Showtime sometime in 2015. Um, Robert Guerrero. Robert Guerrero, man, just because you fought Floyd doesn't mean shit. All right, you got a nice little payday. So what? You lost that fight. You don't become a star from losing a fight. You got to get your ass back in the ring and win. For you to have not fought the rest of 2013 is unexcusable. Get your ass back in the ring. There's a couple of fights that can be made by Ghost Guerrero that I would favor him in because don't get it twisted. Even though Floyd did what he did to Robert Guerrero is a skilled fighter, man. He would beat a lot of people that people don't think he would beat. Canelo finally got exposed for what he was. I felt that Trout beat him earlier in the year. I still ain't changed my opinion on that. I think they're not gonna let him fight Erislandy Lara to save their life. If that fight gets made, I will be extremely shocked. They can make this fight beginning of next year, but I don't see that fight happening for the simple fact of the matter. They're throwing Alfredo Angulo's name around there. What else we got here? Cotto came back with an impressive win with Delvin Rodriguez under Freddie Roach. But the one thing about Freddie Roach is, even though he may improve your offense, your defense will be lacking and horrible. Let's not forget that. That's why I said I will favor Sergio Martinez in the fight against Miguel Cotto. What else we got going on? The heavyweight division. Vitaly has dropped one of the heavyweight belts, so that means one Klitschko brother down. Belt is free, and it's a good thing for boxing because this can give some attention back to the heavyweight division. This could give a voice back to the heavyweight division. You need a brass heavyweight champion. You really do need just a brass. I mean, just like a brash fucking dude, big guy that'll run his mouth, sell a fight, this, that, and the third. This is something Klitschko's on. I mean, I respect the Klitschko's. They're humble. They beat everybody that you put in front of them. But they're not. They're the main reason the heavyweight division is the way it is right now. That in the NFL and in NBA. I always said to people, man, the best American heavyweight is named LeBron James. And that's just truth be told. The best American heavyweight right now is named LeBron James. Unfortunately, he's not boxing. He's in NBA. I mean, those two things right there have led to the downfall of the heavyweight division. Hopefully somebody like Wilder might be what they think he is.